This is Josiah Plays Regalia of Men and Monarchs and Beast Women. Alright. We are checking out the relationship things with Signy, what we can get. So, Whirlwind, reduce the cooldown. That's a... Oh, overpowering force. You gain damage, but you lose accuracy. That's kind of a mixed blessing. Enrage now no longer costs an activation. Ooh, that's interesting. Eye of the Tiger. It's the Eye of the Tiger, it's the thrill of the fight. Increases the duration of Savage Roar's panic effect by 1. No stone unturned. Massacre performs an additional hit. That's strong. And a perk for +1 movement range. That's really nice too. Extra movement is always good. Alright, so we now have 3 characters in our party out of the 5 that we can currently have. So hopefully we'll meet a couple more pretty soon. So what I'm going to do now... Saving is not possible. Oh yeah, I have to go to camp to save. Alright, let's go. I think this is camp. Green Mark, a cloistered copse that could probably serve as a decent camping site. Yay, camping site. Aside from your town, camp nodes are the only place where you can save your game. Clicking on the... It's an old school diskette. It's an old school 3.5-inch diskette. Icon will enable you to access the save menu. Got it! Alright. I'm running around the campsite. Floppy disk height. Got it! I only have 55 days left. So, I can save in the camp. Apparently we're resting and probably getting back all of our... How are we doing on health? Does it tell us what our current health is? It tells us our max health. Maybe you get all your health back after a fight. I'm not sure. If there's no healing in the game, they kind of have to give you your health back every fight. Otherwise, you're just going to get obliterated in your second fight. So I'm going to assume we're at full health. Alright, let's talk to these two again and see what else they have to say. You are aware of your fearsome reputation in these parts, I assume?
My pilgrimage brought no harm upon your kin. A Kaura pursues revelation, not slaughter.
See, I like this idea of these, like, sort of spiritual philosopher barbarians that also fucking eat people. Perhaps. I do not intend to question that. The fact remains, however, that some have already denounced you as a local menace. Some may even come after you.
Let them come. It matters not. Theirs are but words, empty and without sting, like a buzz of a bumblebee. Let them come.
That's not really a very good example, though, Signy, because a bumblebee will actually sting you. You hear a buzz of a bumblebee, and you know that you can get stung. Oh, I get a choice! Let's see, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Griffith is right, you may be in some danger. You're with us now, we'll handle this together. I imagine, if I choose this, Signy will like it. If I choose this, Griffith will like it. If I choose this, it'll be just neutral and I won't, you know. So, I'm going with this one.
Just so there is strength in unity. The duckling is wise to acknowledge that.
May your totem guide you.
But now, let us continue our journey, yes?
So that's all the talking I guess we can probably do with them right now.
On my honor.
Ready to march at your command, young master.
So many sheep, and cattle, and pigs, and ancestors. I really hope none of those are my totem animals.
I hope so too. Although if her totem animal is a cow, that'll be amazing. Nox Moo will be so happy. Alright, let's go. Back to the dungeon. Alright, so now we're going to go over here and have an adventure. In search of the beast. You may have found Signy, but so have they. I think we've got a text adventure now. You're about to exit the woods when suddenly Signy gestures at you to wait. Something's not right. What's wrong, Signy?
Men around. The scent is clear. We are being followed.
I don't see anyone. Before you can finish your sentence, with a timing so impeccable that it would border on comedic, a hatchet flies by your head, sinking its blade in the nearest tree trunk. Men of somewhat questionable looks emerge from the greenery surrounding your small party. Their leader, a broad-shouldered brute with the charm of a burlap sack, proceeds to clap in obvious mockery. This guy sounds like a dick. Hey Nox, you still here? Continue. The man whistles and laughs, earning a low snarl from Signy. A famous beast of Russia, who'd have guessed? For someone so fun-sized, you have a pretty hefty reputation. Hell, it's a wonder you ain't a dragon. So I can pull the I'm your lord card? That's not going to go over well. What do you want? She's a beast of Ashtal, ain't she? You'd be surprised how many people will pay heaps to see her dead or in chains. And me, he grins, I'm willing to oblige. Alright, you ain't putting a motherfucking chain on anybody. Heads will fly before that happens. I mean, by that I mean, Griffith, get them! Signy's under the protection of House Lauren. You want her, you have to go through me. He draws his weapon and motions at his henchman. Good, 'cause that's the plan. Bring me the girl, fellas. Oh, it's fight time. There is no cow level! Nox! There is no cow level, it says. I think it's lying. I think there is a cow level. Midlight clearing. Main objective, defeat all enemies. Win the battle in 7 turns is a challenge. Defeat 2 enemies with a single ability is a challenge. Okay. You can deploy up to 4 combatants. So we've got some people here. Cry havoc and
On the prowl.
back to battle again. Objectives and challenges. Not every battle ends when you defeat your opponents. Some may have unique objectives to fulfill. Aside from objectives, battles often come with a separate list of optional challenges to complete. Completing challenges grants bonus experience points on victory and increases the chances of obtaining combat loot. That sounds good. It's okay if you fail a challenge, though. You shouldn't feel obliged to complete all that optional stuff. But just in case, if you happen to be a masochistic completionist... Hey, Saito. I have to warn you, they're often quite brutal. Got it! You can always review your ongoing combat objective and challenge by clicking on the crown icon here. Additional options. As you can see, there are other options available in the upper right corner. Combat log, allowing you to track all the technical combat information, for example, your rolls to hit or damage calculations. It allows you to adjust current combat speed from 1 to 4, or you can use F1 to F4 for that purpose. Allows you to review the entirety of available in-game tutorials for later reference. Opens the settings menu. Allows the party to withdraw from the... Oh, you can flee! Doing so will reset the party status and item stock to the state from before entering combat. Note that some battles, like this one, cannot be retreated from. In such cases, the button will be absent. That is interesting. Got it! Seriously, more? In Regalia, many of your abilities will require a line of sight to your target. Yeah, I found that out! Hold L to display which obstacles can block your line of sight. I like it so far, Jack Store. It's pretty fun. I mean, it's not amazing. It's not blowing me away, but it's pretty good. Noxmood colonizes the game. Yes, there is a secret cow level. It's just that secret. You can also hold Alt to bring up every combatant's health, shields, and ongoing effects. Additionally, pressing Tab while targeting will allow you to rotate any placeable spawn by your skills. Left click twice on a combatant to display detailed statistics and ability information. Got it. Have I ever tried that? Oh! This brings up the whole thing. So if I want to know about Lipwig, oh, I can bring up some legit information about these guys. How much damage they're going to do, their accuracy, their health. He does a whack. And he does dirty fighting. 10% chance to stun every single hit. Lipwig, the bandit ambusher. I assume all these bandit ambushers are the same. Clayton. Keith. I gotta kill a dude named Keith. Here's another one. There's 4 of those guys, and there's Galak the Rogue Mage. Lots of fire resistance. Bakir's Baleful Bolt. Strong damage is ice. Target enemy in range. Increases by 30% for each authority point available to the player. What? What? Bartosh's Brilliant Bridge. Switches location with the target enemy. Large targets will take damage instead. Begins every combat with parry. Ignores both damage and negative effects of the first skill to hit. Oh, so he's going to automatically not take the first hit. Yay, unharmed cows, indeed. Alright, Signy the Totemic Warrior is ready to kick some ass. You know what? I think I'm going to wait.
On the prowl.
I'll wait again. We're gonna let these guys come in and
We
see.
move now, yes?
Please stand by while we assassinate you.
Sure
Yes,
thing,
yes.
buddy.
We move now, yes?
Alright, Kay.
Yes, yes.
Alright, now, how far can she get with this pounce? Not very far. I don't think it's worth enraging. No! Oh, I just wanted to see... Well, that was a big old waste.
Let us strike.
You can't really get to him either. Well, that was interesting. This mage just put himself right up in our shit. Alright, let's wreck this fucker. Let's literally just wreck the shit out of him with Massacre. Watch. That was awesome! So much blood and insta-killed that dickwad. Okay. That's her turn.
Let's go!
At your side.
Alright, so now we got this asshole. I'm gonna blind him. I'm gonna move first.
No quarter!
Show them what you're made of!
We move now, yes?
Yeah, now we're gonna pounce on some fools. Roar! Yeah, then she can whirlwind next round. Actually, she can whirlwind right the fuck now.
Ancestors, hear me roar!
With the oh, she is tearing shit up! I love her. She is so much stronger than our other characters.
Please stand by while we assassinate you.
Oh no, he's taking health damage. He's taking it to the shields. Okay, alright, she's getting beat up. We're all getting beat up. No!
Oh, victim!
Not the face! Alright. How can I move?
Strike now!
At your side.
That'll do 201, and I generate shields. Drive your cart and plow over the bones of the dead! Now, can she pounce right where she is? No, she can't. So what if she just, like, moves right here? Now can she pounce there? She can. Die, motherfuckers! Got him. I just got one of the things. 2 enemies with a single ability did it. Now, if we can win in 3 more turns, we'll achieve both challenges. I'm just gonna move right up on this motherfucker.
Oh, victim!
Yes, nice dodge.
Let's go!
At your side.
Might as well start using hotkeys. Destiny beckons!
On the prowl.
Alright, let's see. That'll do 104. Oh yeah, it's whirlwind time. Fucker's still alive. Got 155 left. Watch this. Blitz!
Ancestors, hear
Pounce!
me roar!
See ya, and I wouldn't want to be ya. Okay, that's enough. Oh, he's taking a lot of damage. Let's move in here. Bang!
Jackpot!
Miss. Stunned? Can't do anything while stunned.
Yes, yes.
I don't think she can get to pounce range on this guy. Yeah, she can't. Well, I mean, I can pounce in there, even though... Can't get to him. Ooh, he's getting hurt.
Let's go.
I want to finish this guy off with... I want to let Griffith finish him off with his ultimate.
For great justice!
Oh yes, it's finishing touch time.
Have
Good
at
night.
May your
842!
gods take you.
That's pretty good. Ooh, we got loot. We got an item. Oh, and we got some money, some gemstones, and some components. I completed all of the special things, so I got an extra 30 experience and an extra 30% treasure chance. I got a rune-woven slicer. 4 physical pen, 4 accuracy, 10% damage. Engraved to nigh ridiculous levels. This artisan blade is as sharp as it is ornate. There's a nice upgrade for Griffith. Commercial break. Achievement unlocked. I don't know what that was for. The battle is won, and you are free to leave the forest. Without a doubt, your sisters will want to hear about the whole ordeal. 50 XP, and we got some relationship points with Signy. That's what I'm talking about. Dungeon complete. You've cleared all of the available nodes in this dungeon. Alright, let's bounce. The quests have been updated. Report back to... Oh, I see. It was a quest. Oh, it's the 5th day already. Meanwhile... Uh-oh, what's going on here? Got a meanwhile. Elaine. Oh no, is something terrible gonna happen to my little sister now?
Another miss. Licked clean.
Fucking gnome. Arabian gnomes, no less.
Adram, why can't a man make a decent profit anymore? Not that I'm complaining. Maybe the castle would be more fruitful.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Mighty fine weather for a stroll. Am I right?
Yep. Are you here for a walk too?
No, not precisely. I am on a walk, yes, but it is a different kind of walk. A gilded walk of spreading joy and awe to all whom I may encounter.
I don't trust this gnome.
I am Haksun ibn al-Anduraz, purveyor of goods most wondrous, wandering merchant supreme, and most certainly not one of those street peddlers who would shank you for a stray copper.
Right.
Oh, then you must have come to see my brother.
I'm afraid your meaning eludes me. But if you pardon me asking, what is a nice young lady like yourself doing in a place like this?
I live here.
You live here? As in, here?
His face.
I know. I'm sorry about the mess, but it's a recent thing. My brother just became the lord of that castle. See? Over there.
Oh, is that so? Well, things just got very, very interesting. Perhaps there is good money to be made here after all.
Everything about this guy tells me he's on the up and up.
This is a most fortuitous development. I would be delighted to exchange goods with your brother. That is, with your permission, my fair lady.
Ah, that sounds great. I love exchanging goods.
But of course! I'm sure he'll be overjoyed to have you.
Lane is just so innocent.
Ah, splendid! Well then, all that remains is a handshake to cement our joyous agreement. Am I right?
Wait a minute. Don't shake his hand.
Shall we?
Don't you do it. She's gonna do it. When she just answers by giggling, that's a bad sign. She probably just entered into some kind of agreement with this guy that's gonna come back to bite us in the ass. Alright, a new codex entry. Talk soon. Oh, that's about the guy that we just... Page 2. Dear Sir / Madam, first of all, let us congratulate you on the purchase of your own copy of Rission's insightful primer to proper turtle maintenance. With the powers of business acumen contained therein, the world is now the mollusk of your choice. Secondly, Rission's Tea Time Press takes no responsibility for each and any horrible business decisions that may or may not result from the purchase of this book. Page 23. Contrary to what their considerable stature might imply, turtles are docile, ponderous creatures. Therefore, one of the most important aspects of successfully using a turtle in an enterprise is to provide it with necessary protection and care. But fear not, that's what this book is for. In this chapter, we shall discuss how to best safeguard your turtle from the countless mishaps awaiting on the road. As you may have already noticed, the world is quite a dangerous place. If your turtle-based capital is to grow and multiply, you must be prepared to assess and counteract these dangers, whether it's bandits, monsters, or simply ungrateful employees. Putting you or your turtle in harm's way typically involves stress, dirt, and irrevocable damage to intimate places. Therefore, using armed mercenary help is strongly recommended. Unfortunately, this model of operation has grown extremely popular throughout the years. In fact, unless a meteor has recently crashed into your domicile of choice, a good chance exists that there are plenty of such individuals available for hire in your immediate vicinity. The size, health, and equipment of your employees should not matter, and you should not care too much. A good caravan guard ought to be able to reliably fend off threats in times of crisis, not times of wasteful abundance. As an added bonus, this is a great way to make considerable savings on your turtle's upkeep. What is important, however, is the size of such retinue. How does one know when many is too many, and when little is too little? Luckily, a surefire answer to that problem exists. Using the infallible trifecta of science, economy, and numerology, we have discerned that the optimal size should be bigger than 9 and smaller than 10. Page 77. In many ways, a turtle is like a flower. Much like a flower needs water to survive, so does a turtle need care, exercise, and salad in order to thrive. Although complicated repair and refueling operations are best left to professional turtle service stations, there are numerous basic activities that you can perform yourself in order to improve the long-term performance of your turtle. Since comfort plays a large role in prolonged journeys, great emphasis should be put on caring and cleaning of the turtle's shell. Though dedicated solutions exist, a weekly bucket of salt water with 3 droplets of taka juice should be enough to keep the polish, provided satisfactory washing technique is achieved. Too much turtle life, time to take up the bandit life? Yeah. I don't know. Does this guy have a giant turtle? Does he traffic in giant turtles? The text cuts to a sketch of a man with a sponge, followed by dozens of complicated, carefully described movements and hand motions. Some of them seem to make sense, others not so much. Page 221. This is an emergency section. Please consult it only in dire need. Ultimately, fate is hard to read. There may come a time when you find yourself in great peril. If everything else fails, you can use this simple mantra to God of choice. In order to improve, asterisk, success not guaranteed, results may vary, your current situation. O the spirit of great turtle, beseech me with thy wisdom. May I ascend from my breeches and be safe. Excerpts from the pages of Russion's insightful primer to proper turtle maintenance, 7th edition. Why do I feel like this is something he wrote? Or I don't know. What does this book actually have to do with him? It's hard to say. It is hard to say. So it's already the 5th day. New characters have arrived at your town. Oh, well. Back soon we can get RP stuff. Common resources in his shop. 3% accuracy. Uncommon resources in the shop. 10 accuracy, minus 10 damage. Rare resources in the shop. So he seems like he's going to be kind of an important character. Because the shop seems like it will be important. We have 1100 DLC. We now have some gemstones and components. And this sword. So we say we go here to Griffith. Yeah, that's much better. So now he's using the rune-woven slicer. Okay. Everything is still locked, isn't it? I'm not even allowed to go back to this place. Wait. How? That's where I am, and I can't go back inside. The only place I can possibly go is back to town. I lost another day. It's Seder Day. I feel like we're using up a lot of days. Beware of the line of sight. You cannot kill what you cannot see. God, the line of sight is a pain in the ass in this. Alright, so we need to go back to the castle. There's also stuff going on here in the town square. It's Seder Day. On Seder Day, you can bond with Griffith and with them and with the... Do I even have a quest? Oh, I have to report back to Castle Lorna. Let's go here first. Hey, there he is. Oh, he does have a giant turtle. It all makes sense now. What is she doing out here? I'd keep an eye on that gnome if I were you. Merchant prince or not, he seems surprisingly sneaky. Merchant prince? What's this mysterious figure? Hey, Elaine.
Master Honduras is such a nice person. I'm glad he agreed to move to Ascalia. He even gave me this golden necklace to celebrate our new friendship. Look!
Alright, I do not trust that. He gave you a gold necklace? There's something dodgy as shit happening here.
Is that paint? Taking off?
Okay, so it's a fake gold necklace. That explains a lot. What's up, Haksoon?
Hello, esteemed customer.
Don't be shy. I'm open for business.
What'd you like to do? Shop! Ooh. What's he got? Ooh, he's got all kinds of stuff. He's got an invigorating file, plus 100 health. It's a trinket. Pouch of finely ground herbs and salts mixed together to produce a refreshing scent. Cost 220 DLC. It's got some flash goggles, some thunder resistance. Indispensable when working on volatile machinery. He's got the abridged book of stratagems. Frankly, you're not quite sure what this does. Maybe it's a self-confidence thing? Why would the abridged book of stratagems give you ice resistance? Got a pouch of salt. Extra resistance to negative effects. Carefully prepared by generations of charlatans, it is said to ward away threats of magical nature. Got a copper badge. A mass-produced badge of cheap authority. Perfect souvenir for a hated relative. It's 3 different resistances. Necklace of the Third Eye. Fire resistance. Helps you spot things you should have spotted 2 seconds before. Alright, well I don't actually care about any of these items except for maybe the invigorating file. That seems kind of good. But I don't know that I should spend any money yet, because I might need it to build stuff. Now, I can sell him things. Only sell that broadsword for 2? Really? Well, I'll take it. Now I have 1102. Soon.
Hello, esteemed customer.
All right, let's go back into the castle. Actually, let's go to the inn real quick. Chi-Chi. I know nothing, honest.
Howdy! You here to eat, Mr. Lauren?
I thought they might have something interesting to say about now that the beast has been dealt with, but I don't think so. Alright, into the castle we go. And this is what happened.
Oh, joy.
Please don't make a habit out of collecting half-naked women in our castle. That actually sounds like a great habit to get into. She needed our help. That, and she may yet turn out to be useful. She may turn out to be... Were you not paying attention in our last fight? She's an ass-kicking machine.
Oh, hear, hear! This youngster speaks the truth. You shouldn't shun such occasions, dear boy. There are many more to come, and you need to make the best of it.
What do you mean?
As you grow in prestige, powerful individuals may cling to your presence. It would be wise to include them in your inner circle. Temper their trust into an asset, and you will surpass every obstacle.
No.
Meh. What now, grandfather?
One way or another, you seem to have grasped the basics of what it means to be a ruler. The long journey, however, only begins.
Hey, Anonymous, how you doing? This is not Weebness. This was made in Poland. This is Polish. It is not Japanese. It is Polish. That's all I have to say. you see?
Aye, him and more. This debt cannot be settled overnight. He is to keep a tight leash on your kingdom. We need to entice him with a prospect of growth. But fear not! After all, you have me.
Right.
I can offer you guidance, you know. Experience and the direction that comes with it. Set your goals. Focus your attention. It's better to work towards something concrete, don't you think?
I suppose you're right.
Here, your tasks will be...
Well, let's see. Your objectives for the next 2 months shall be...
Oh, chapter 1. So now we're officially done with the tutorial, I guess. And starting chapter 1. I have to have 5+ Kingdom Quest completed. My deadline is Song Day 28 Ascent, 1093 CC, 51 days left. Got it.
Well, what are you waiting for? Get to it. Chop chop.
As the experienced ex-head of House Lauren, the grandfather decides to aid Kay by focusing the young ruler's efforts. Receiving the first of many bi-monthly objective sets, Kay begins his struggle against debt and time. Tutorial, deadlines and priorities. You've just received the complete list of tasks required to restore Ascalia. These are collectively called Kingdom Quests. You can always check the status and required quotas of Kingdom Quests in the quest log under the tab menu. Completing Kingdom Quest represents the effort and growth needed to stave off the debt collector. Every 2 months, the debt collector will come and evaluate your progress. If you don't meet the required quotas, it's game over. Yeah, so your game literally ends if you don't get enough progress by the deadline. In addition to Kingdom Quests, some chapters may issue a story quest. Completing these should take priority above everything else, as neglecting to do so will fail the chapter, regardless of the number of completed Kingdom Quests. Got it. One final word. Alright, this concludes our little series of walls of text. Remember, if something remains unclear, you can always review these tutorials by clicking on the question mark in the upper right corner of the screen. Good luck and try not to screw up, will you? Got it! All kinds of stuff happened. There's my deadline. Party is leveled up. New perk slot unlocked. Your companions grow stronger. Ooh, we have empty perk slots to spill. Unfortunately, we don't have any. We have perks now! Oh, we just got all these perks for completing the quest. A game about living in constant fear of debt collectors. It is Polish. I know, right? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna take loud and clear. For sure. Blocked by one of the equipped perks. Wait, what? Oh, that takes 2. I see. Well, it's worth it. It's worth it. And now I have 788 health. Any of these abilities change? I don't think so. Griffith, what do you got going on for perks, my friend? Take 100 health and 3% damage. And she will take 100 health and 3% damage. Yeah, good. Got some gemstones and components. Alright, so that quest is done. I have no active quest. Oh shit! Kingdom quests! Look how many there are! Oh my god! Okay. So, dungeoneering, there's 19 dungeons that it wants me to clear. There's 7 construction related ones. Construct 3 buildings, 4 or 5. Upgrade buildings, upgrade lots of buildings. Inhabitants quests. Reach acquaintance with 4 people, 8 people, reach buddies. Okay, so this is using the personal bonds thing. There's lots of quests for those. And reputation, so that's the diplomacy stuff. Just straight up gaining levels counts as a quest. Crafting. Oh, craft lots and lots of different stuff. Potions, weapons, okay. And this is all fishing, which we're certainly not going to do the fucking fishing. What is this, a single-player MMO grind? Basically, I guess. Alright, so... we have 0 with Griffith. Oh! We're ready to level up our personal bond with Signy, though. Spend time with this character to improve the bond. That will unlock a really nice bonus for her. Alright, so we need to, like, have a convo with Signy so we can unlock this. Can I build anything yet? I have 17 components. Is that enough? No, it's not enough for that. Not enough for that. Not enough for that. Ooh, I can build the level 1... Wait, why do I need to unlock Haxun the Merchant? He's already standing out there and I can deal with him. But I probably still need to build this. If I could build this, the Pathfinder, increases your chances of finding rare treasure. Oh, I should get the smithy. Can't yet, but... I should probably build the merchant house. I don't know how to do things with the diplomacy. I guess it'll... Oh! From this screen, you can access and resolve your ongoing diplomatic missives. Your castle will periodically receive diplomatic missives requiring your attention. These are organized around paired faction conflicts, Shidu against Lordamar and Alfheimer against the Empire. Only one faction can be supportive in each missive, granting you a reputation level. I see. Do remember that these factions come in pairs, and you won't be able to get everything without some dedicated ass-kissing. Nobody likes the guy on the fence. Got it. Alright, so I already decided I'll be going with these ones and these ones, and not the other ones. Get out of here, dwarf samurai. Oh, I got a new thing about the calendar. Right, I've already read all of these. Wait, I haven't read the common count. Which building does give the aforementioned lightly clothed women? Well, the last one I found was just by going out into the wilderness. So I'm not sure where other lightly clothed women might be located. She has an excuse though. She's a wild barbarian girl of the forest, and I think she's a shapeshifter. I don't know for sure. So, you know, it's like on brand for her to be lightly clothed. Unlike the now commonized Dilak, the way we count the days of our lives remains a surprisingly enduring point of contention among cultures of the world. Generally speaking, in one way or another, pretty much all the civilized human realms of the West owe their calendrical developments to the old Onyxion. It should speak volumes that even the most ubiquitous common count is a calendar system largely based on old Onyxion's resurgence calendar. Both use the customary date of founding of the Imperial Onyxion as year 1. Anything before that, including the largely uncertain areas of the Long Winter, is referred collectively as the Mythic Age. However, while some scholars stand by dating major Imperial events in RC, history has also undoubtedly proven the Resurgence calendar to be a largely unwieldy beast, one prone to ill-conceived solutions and irrational political changes. With time, it became clear that the ever-growing need to international trade and conduct meant that there was increasingly less room for arbitrary uncertainties. As such, in 861 RC, a joint three-way agreement between the Duchy of Armalis, the Regency of Estir, and the Office of Prince Khalid of Minway introduced a simplified version of the Resurgence calendar. Calendar we now know as the Common Count. Okay, I was wondering what that CC stood for. Under the Common Count, each year would span 9 months. Each month would span 4 weeks, and each week would span 7 days. Clear-cut and culturally decluttered, it was initially meant to be just a stopgag to enable harmonious trade between the three nations. Ironically, that same innate simplicity made it the most popular calendar it is today. Nevertheless, at the time of this writing, it would be an exaggeration to say that everyone respects the Common Count. Both the Exarchate of Shedu and the Kingdom of Lordamar adhere mostly to the Resurgence calendar. I hate those assholes that won't get with the new program. Like, you know, everybody in the world uses metric except for the United States, and they're like, you know what? I think actually, I don't know about the UK. They might still use some weird ass non-metric measurements too, but can we just get with the metric program already? Whether it is a choice born out of scholarly consistence or political posturing remains a matter of opinion. Even then, however, deviations can be observed. While Lordamarian calendar is unashamedly structured around the RC dating, numerous superfluous changes have been introduced by the Church of the Sacred Fire. Why is there always a Church of the Sacred Fire in every world? For example, Lordamarian months are called verses, all while bearing new names related to the Sacred Fire. What's more, the church insists on adding a 10th month at the end of certain years. Okay, fuck this church. You just can't just start adding months because you feel like it. However, this distinction is largely a matter of domestic theology. These special months are virtually never acknowledged outside Lordamar. While the Common Count was originally proposed and adopted by a single Minwese merchant prince, the system proved flexible enough to have spread throughout the gnomish princedoms without any opposition. Looking back, it could even be said that the gnomes have proven to be the most steadfast proponents of the new calendar. Fire is the sacredest thing ever, you should know fire. I know, right? Well, I do know that, but we don't really have a Church of the Sacred Fire in real life, at least not any kind of major religion. There might be some weird little cults, but every fantasy setting has some kind of Church of the Fire, and they're usually always douchebags. Gnomes have proven to be the most steadfast proponents of the new... God, fucking gnomes. Both the Resurgence calendar and the Common Count are not used in the Empire. There, tradition dictates that the passage of time is tracked by abstract eras, each pertaining to the rule of individual emperors. As such, the third month of the 10th year of the rule of Emperor Kozu would be a perfectly valid date within the imperial standards. Mercifully, the early rule of Emperor Saburo saw the introduction, and in official diplomatic communication they rely on the Common Count. Good. As to the elves, there is little knowledge on the subject of any possible calendars, but if this humble author were to hazard a guess, it would presumably involve slaughter. Yeah, apparently the elves are some hard pipe-hitting motherfuckers in this setting. Moon and Knight getting a little bit zealous there. Zoroastrians were one of the bigger... Yeah, it's been a while since Zoroastrianism has been a thing, really. Excerpt from Study of Civilizations by Zita Han. Alright. And here's the Common Count, explained. It's a simplified version of Old Anixion's Resurgence calendar with some modifications induced into its framework to avoid turning the count into another bloated mess. Within the common count, each year spans 252 days, split into 9 months. A month is split into 28 days, or 4 weeks. A week is split into 7 days, and a day is split into 24 hours. Though certain insane gnomish scholars maintain there is a hidden hour within the day. What? Like the secret cow level, but for an hour. The secret cow hour! The individual months are named as follows, roughly in correspondence with seasonal phenomena. Dawnbreak, stirring, new bloom, ascent, full bloom, descent, last bloom, gloaming, and eventide. Wait, which one are we on? We're in new bloom. We're in new bloom. Yeah, I saw these. And we're on the 6th day. People love completely unpractical fireplaces in their homes. But not that unpractical. Fireplaces are nice. Each day in a week is named as follows: Monk's Day, Troll's Day, Wet's Day, Throne's Day, Fair Day, Satyr Day, sometimes also called Sylph Day, and Song Day. We started on Monk's Day, and what are we on now? Satyr Day or Song Day? We're on Satyr Day. One of the 379 stimulating notes for my imaginary friend, as discovered on a napkin in the kitchen of Yusuf al-Zasid. Oh, that's that weird guy that we read about in the merchant thing. That guy who bought the book, Why Does It Burn Down There? Okay. What else we got going on? Quests have been updated. No new active quests, new codex entry. We got nothing. What did I get for this quest? Oh, I got all these perks and 100 XP, that's right. But at this point I think I can just go start doing whatever the hell I want. I think I'm officially out of any kind of tutorial. Chapter objectives. Oh, look, I can even start building stuff. Like adventure forth.
For great
We move
justice.
now, yes?
Where will it actually let me go now is the question. Part of the cult of gamers. Different breed of humans. We live in dark rooms and only come out at night. We're done with long periods of gaming. Sunlight burns us. Yeah, that does sound like me. Alright, so what places are actually available? Because most of these places were locked before. And it looks like most of them are still locked. There's Ascalia. There's the place where we went where we met Signy. So there's 3 places I can go to. 3 new ones. Ban Macaire. Takes 6 days to explore. Says it's easy. A fertile plain famed for its venerable birch trees. Today, quiet farmlands cover much of its idyllic landscape. We can go to Falgarwood. It doesn't say anything about it being easy. It takes 7 days to explore. The sprawling wildwood that is associated with numerous legends, most of them utterly ridiculous. I do like some utterly ridiculous legends. Or we can go to the Festerlands. It takes 8 days to explore and it's difficult, so we're certainly not going there first. Home to the repulsive Merkmen. Sparsely traversed and maligned by all, these marshes are a health hazard made manifest. So I'm thinking we'll go to Ban Macaire first, but not yet. Alright, let's go back in the castle for a second. Ooh, diplomatic missives. Oh, I can look at the family tree. I can rest? Okay. I can do a lot more stuff in here than I could before. I can build stuff. I can talk to Griffith. Alright, well, we'll mess around in here in our next episode. Can I save the game right now? Got it. If you're watching the stream, don't go anywhere, because I am not done playing. If you're watching on YouTube, however, that is going to do it for this episode. So thank you for watching. This has been Josiah Plays Regalia of Men and Monarchs.